Harlem. Many African Americans called Harlem home during the years 1920 to 1945. This was the home for many greats like Count Basie, Louis Armstrong, Billie Holiday, Duke Ellington, Gordon Parks, and Langston Hughes.
Harlem, 125th Street, corner of Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard, Frederick Douglass, the famous Apollo Theater. Plenty of hustle and bustle going on, but this is really the place.
Harlem has a rich history of activism. It was the home of Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey. This represents the red, the black, and the green. Red for the bloodshed, black for the people, green for the land to be utilized equal. On my way uptown, I met an interesting character called the Birdman. He was pretty busy tending to his flock of over 100 pigeons. I had a couple questions for him. Let's talk to him for a minute.
Gotta get that.
Hey!
I hear you, man. It's too many.
Hey, you want to help the birds?
I sure do.
50 cents a dollar goes to a bird seed.
Okay. Come here.
Thank you. It goes to a bird seed. Thanks a lot.
No problem, man.
Anytime when we're here, if you want to take a picture and you park your car there for a minute,
Right, nah,
let me
cool.
know, you know.
Hey, I got a question, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about the American dream? What's the American dream? Are you fulfilling it? Is this your dream?
This wasn't my dream, but this is as good as anything else.
I hear you.
I guess the American dream is to get rich and all that shit, you know? Have 2 cars, two motor vehicles, a boat and all that. That would be nice if I had it, but if I don't, what can I say? I got my health.
That's right.
57 years old, and I got my health.
All right.
And I got my birds.
Yeah, that's a lot of birds, man.
Oh, God. I think they're telling their friends, yo, come down to the spot, man.
Check them out, right?
With large down here.
That's right. This is the spot, man. Enjoy it. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Birdman. Catch you later. See you on the way back downtown. On the way uptown, I ran into Puffy. Larger than life. Promoting. One fist in the air. Doing his thing. That's the American dream for some people. Once I got to Harlem, though, I saw the people. I felt right at home. The sights, the smells, the sounds. It was all coming back to me. Was here when I ran into a gentleman by the name of Sam Hill. I got his opinion on the American dream.
Do you feel like the state of black America has improved since 1950, or is it at the same
During
spot?
the 50s, when black people had to be in their so-called enclave,
Right.
you know, when Harlem was truly a village,
Right.
because you rarely went outside your village unless you went out to hunt.
Right.
In our case, today's hunt means that you went out to your job and made $1 and brought it back home.
Right, right.
That was the meat.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Uh-huh.
So I'm saying, based on that, I would say Harlem was much better off at that time because you had to depend on one another. You couldn't depend on nobody outside of the enclave.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? So that to me was the American dream because you have black ownership.
right. Okay. So now it's like you got all these corporate entities coming in, and it's different.
You ain't what's the word I'm looking for? You're not sharecropping.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
sharecropping.
Definitely,
You know,
definitely.
You ain't working the man. You working the man's land now. Before you was doing it for yourself.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay. Cool. That's the real.
You talking about.
Exactly.
I asked a few different police officers about the dream deferred, but none were allowed to make any official statements. Let's see what my man Taj has to say about it. He's an author.
American dream to me is when you wake up in the morning, you cherish everything you got around you, and it's not just about the material. You treasure that you are alive. You treasure that you got another chance to make another dream happen, to make something else happen. See, the American dream, people think is about materialistic. The American dream is about your own self-love and happiness. That's the American dream. Cars and houses are essential things that we want. Those are the things we want, but my American dream is to come and help educate other people, talk to other people, make them uprise for them to be stronger and say, now that's my American dream. Says I can get cars, houses, and all that. My American dream is to help my black men and women and people, I say black people period, stop being in fear. Stop worrying about somebody else. Take care of yourself. Look at what's going on with you. Take that negative energy out, put the positiveness in. See, that's American dream. We're talking American. That's American.
Thanks, man. I'll let you sign your autographs. Don't want to keep those fans waiting. So I headed up a couple blocks, see who else I could meet. Let me know what they thought about the American dream.
I mean, I'm an elder statesman.
Right.
You know, I've been around. I've been through the civil rights movement and everything, Black Panther Party and all that, going back in the '60s and whatever. You know, I knew what we were supposed to be projecting towards back in the '60s and the early '70s, and you know, then where our current status is now. A little bit disappointed. I don't know where the drop-off actually occurred at. You know, or better yet, I do have an idea, but I'm not going to say.
All right.
I think we have a long way to go. I think that there's been a disconnect out here. I think that the group as a whole may have been sold a bill of goods by the fourth estate.
Okay.
And some sections of our particular group have bought into this, and because they bought into this, they have allowed themselves to actually compromise the extra dream, or at least their access, or at least their participation, or moving forward toward their dream. That's my biggest disappointment. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's really the deal. I think that we've been sold, like Malcolm X, we've been sold a bill of goods.
Right. We've been hoodwinked.
We have been hoodwinked. You know, and a lot of us, because a lot of us are bought into it, and you know, this is where we are right now. People talk about that we're not a monolithic group. You know, I agree we don't necessarily have to be a monolithic group as far as thought processes are concerned, but as far as it relates to common causes for people of African descent in this country, we need to be a lot closer than we are now. Right. You know, and I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm not even sure it's going to happen in my lifetime. I hope it happens in yours.
I hope it does too, my brother.
That's all I have to say on it. You know, that's essentially it.
Well put. I passed this on the way out, and I also ran into Mr. Sekulu, who had a very interesting point about the American dream.
Well, there is no African-American dream here. There is only an African-American nightmare, where everything is eroding now. Harlem is not the same thing like when I came here over 40 years ago. It's changed drastically from bad to worse, because now we are deprived of everything. Whatever black people fought for the civil rights, they are harvesting zero now.
Right.
Everything is eroding. Big corporations are coming in, clamoring for space. And as I stand here with you, they are asking me to leave now.
Right.
After all the years I've put here, they feel that it's time for a change.